Man held a dagger to the doorknob. Outside the door, the killer gently turned the knob. Keebum twisted the dagger with all his might, but the killer remained silent. He realized the killer outside was a ruthless man. Then, the assassin prepared to leave, but suddenly there was a knock at the door. It turned out that Keebum was a serial killer who had just been released from prison, and the police had been ordered to monitor him. At that moment, the assassin slowly emerged. The police also sensed a hint of danger.
내 뒤에 누가 있냐? 궁금하면 돌아보시든가.
The police immediately apprehended Keebum, but the room was already empty. It turned out that Keebum and the assassin were childhood friends. From a young age, they had taken pleasure in torturing and killing animals. As they grew older, their psyches became even more twisted. One night, he pretended to accidentally run over the police captain and thus killed him. The next day, the police officers went to the captain's home to celebrate his birthday. But when he opened the door, the scene before him plunged him into grief. Consequently, the police adopted the captain's daughter. Shortly after, Keebum murdered the killer's girlfriend in a hotel. The two thus became sworn enemies. Soon, Keebum was arrested and brought to justice. However, due to insufficient evidence in the first 6 cases, he was ultimately sentenced to only 15 years. The victims' families at the scene were all furious. The police officer grabbed Keebum roughly, vowing to send him back to prison. It was at this moment that the captain's daughter recognized his face. The seed of revenge was planted in her heart from that moment on. 15 years passed, and Keebum was released from prison. The police officer slapped Keebum across the face and tossed a cigarette butt into his pocket.
내가 무슨 수를 써서라도 다시 쳐놓을 테니까.
Soon after, he went to a hotel to rest. But by then, the captain's daughter had already set her sights on him.